Okay, I'm late to the party. Well, actually, I wasn't late to watch the films. I'm just late to talk about them. Um, I'm talking about Zikoko Life's three short films that are out on YouTube. I don't know what Zikoko Life is, so if you do, let me know in the comments. Well, my best guess is that it's a publication or some media enterprise. Yeah, but do let me know. But what I do know is that they've given us three amazing short films. Uh, Shout out to Blessing Uzzi for producing all three of them. Really fine job done here. And because these films are on YouTube, anyone can watch it. Now, I've always been a fan of how Nollywood, or at least the Nollywood that I've seen, you can call it New Age Nollywood. It's mostly female oriented, and there is a lot of great female oriented content in Nollywood. I have an entire video about that. You can check it out somewhere here. But yeah, talking about that, it's the same over here. And it's only better. These three films explore the lives of women and societal, cultural, and religious expectations and how these women navigate them. The first film in the series or in the trilogy is Something Sweet, which features Michelle Dede and Ogranya. This one's been directed and written by Dika Ofoma. It's about a woman into her 40s who is a single mother, a successful businesswoman, and she falls in love with a guy who is in his 20s, and how their families and society take to it, and how romance blooms despite all the challenges makes for this film. If you're a hardcore romantic movie buff, unlike me, you will love this movie. And that's not to say that I did not. I, in fact, enjoyed the film, and there are a lot of things that this movie does that are commendable. To start with, there is chemistry. And a romance with an age gap, it could end up looking sleazy or out of place, and it needed a fine balance, and that is something that does come out through this film. And talking about this fine balance, it's the same with many of the conflicts in the film. They're so measured and natural, and that makes Something Sweet a befitting name for the film. And yes, the music is also worth a mention. After all, it's got Ogranya in it. Do find the link to the film below. The second film is What's Left of Us, which stars Tolu, Asanu, and Caleb Richards. This one's been written by Victor Daniel. It's been directed by him as well, along with Olamide Adiu. This short film follows the life of a married northern Nigerian Muslim couple, Aliyu and Mariam, and it's got a prime focus on tradition, religion, and societal expectations and their bearing on a woman's autonomy in marriage. After the husband Aliyu finds out that Mariam has been taking birth control pills, he throws her out, and then he tries to get back with her. And how their worldviews clash, and the wide gap between what's acceptable for a man and what's acceptable for a woman is makes for a very interesting narrative over here. What I love the most about the film is, number one, the cinematography. It looks beautiful, very well shot. There's a beautiful play of colors. The second thing is the little attention to detail in the film. For example, when the woman's in the kitchen and she starts arguing, suddenly the sound of the pots and pans starts getting louder. That's so natural. The second thing, of course, is when they're fighting, she still serves food to him while they're fighting. And that, those little things talk so much about the characters without being, too loud about them. And yes, Tolu Asanu's performance here really did it for me. I don't know if it's pronounced Asanu or Ashanu. Do let me know that as well in the comments. One thing, however, that I did wish for was, I wish that the male character here had some redeeming quality. And that is because that would have made the conflict a bit more intense. But regardless, the movie serves as a mirror to the lives and expectations from women in now northern Nigeria, and it'll resonate very well with anyone who comes from or who has been in close proximity with a similar conservative society. The third film is My Body, God's Temple. This has been written, directed, and it also features Uzoamaka Power. Uh, it also stars Andrew Your Bunting. Now, this story is about a newly married couple struggling to consummate their marriage, mainly because of this virgin bride's hesitation and inertia. The movie delves into sex, faith, and communication. uh, what's commendable here is the storytelling. I mean, at the center of it is sex, but still how tastefully they've made it uh, is worth a mention. And how do you have that difficult conversation with one another, with God, considering the protagonist's religious background and beliefs? And the way all that has been handled tells us why Uzo Amaka knows her beans. I mean, we've always seen her as an intelligent, expressive, nuanced actor. And this time we get to see her skills behind the camera, and it is equally impressive, if not more. The chemistry, the conflicts, and the dialogues between the lead pair is one of the biggest highlights of the film. Uh, but for some reason, searching for the movie on YouTube does not get you to the film. But don't worry, I've got the link right here in the description. Now, talking about this trilogy, one thing that cuts across is the treatment and how the pitching is just right. You've got the right amount of pauses and silence. On one hand, we have most of Nollywood that is pretty loud. It's rather on the louder side. And on the other hand, there is art house Nigerian cinema, which again has these pauses and silences that I mentioned. But the problem, however, with art house Nigerian cinema is, this sort of treatment with the pauses and silence comes at the cost of Nigerian mannerisms. So while they try to bring out realism, it ends up being a little unrealistic. And that is where the depiction in these three films stands out. It hits that sweet spot where there is nuance and it is not out of Nigerian character as well. And that's what makes these three films a must watch, in my opinion. And since these films are on YouTube and just close to half an hour each, you should definitely make the time for it. It's been online. It's been streaming for close to a month, and the views on them are a couple of 100,000s. And I honestly believe that it should be a lot more. So do spread the word. Do make sure more people watch it. And if you're new to Nollywood, let this be your introduction to Nollywood. That's all I'd say. So, yeah, if you've seen the films, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't, go watch them. That's it for this time. Till next time. Bye.